Buenos días, mi nombre es Esteban Mujica y para quienes no me conozcan, fui estudiante de la Escuela de Idiomas Modernos hasta hace muy poco. Bueno, tal vez me recuerden del festival del año pasado y del antepasado. Y bueno, este año no es la excepción. Quise recitarles algo, en este caso es un poema de mi persona, titulado The 13. Another 13 passes by, and even though I don't feel as broken as before, I still feel you took a piece of me when you left. I'm not asking for you to give that piece back to me. The hollowness of the puzzle I keep calling my heart doesn't want it back. It will always be yours. It will always remind me of what we had and what we lost, of what we've learned and who we've become. This 13 was the easiest so far. I remember the first 13 I left, and it was the moment when I started to realize what we had done, that I had arrived to the end of a one-way path, that I had to jump from the edge, that I didn't know where I would land, that I didn't even know if I would ever stop falling, that I were no gambler, but a kid playing at love, when I couldn't even love myself. The second 13, you closed the home where your eyes and your love lived for the last time. You left a heart behind, a heart that didn't know it still beat for you, a pair of eyes that would overflow of love and sorrow, a pair of eyes that couldn't understand how I stabbed myself in the back. The third 13, someone knocked the door, and I expected it would be you, but instead a shadow crawled and got in. I never got to open the door to the ghost I thought had vanished years ago, a ghost that would be by my side as I fell into an endless pit, by my side while I feared I could break into thousands of unmendable pieces. I was still falling when the fourth 13 came, and I felt there was no bottom in which I could crash. The ice between that ghost and me didn't exist at all. I was so used to the fall that I spoke to it as I fell, as a meteorite ready to wipe out itself from the cosmos. We were not friends, but at least acquaintances who enjoyed talking about stars that couldn't save me and eyes that haunted my insomnia. Your eyes were still a taunting whisper that crept upon me each night, a whisper loud enough to bring my walls to the ground. But a small fire was starting to burn, and little did I know that fire was going to turn me into ashes as soon as I hit the bottom, something I was about to experience. I was already closed when the fifth 13 arrived. I closed myself and went into repair. I was a handful of ashes and broken pieces that were looking for no mending but a total reconstruction. When you're at the bottom of an abyss, there is no deeper place you can go into, so I decided to build a stair and reach for new stars that shined brightly vivid if I focused long enough on them. I set the foundations of my brand new me during the sixth 13. I designed blueprints from scratch, and I set each and every gear in order to provide light and life and love to the entire machinery. I built a brand new confidence, and I declared myself as the emperor of this new palace. I built a throne and set it on a calmed ocean I now had under my control. At the time the seventh 13 came, insecurities were only corpses rotting outside my castle. I was standing on solid ground, ready to face any challenge this uncertain field we call love could have for me. Now, on the 8th 13, I'm glad to admit I do believe in life after love, and that love doesn't die. It transmutes itself in another simpler but tender feeling to remain in you, and that it reincarnates in other eyes, in another smile, in another heart. We're all trying to understand the puzzles we keep inside, and this feeling which drives us wild, but heaven knows that when I pressed restart, a lamp turned on and started guiding me in this bright path I'm now following. Muchas gracias.